Hello everybody, and welcome back to some FTB Evolution. How you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. I am. Last episode, we got together and we got started with some of our mystical agriculture stuff. I have not messed with any of it since. As a matter of fact, I haven't really done much since then. I got back on and was trying to figure out what I was going to do today, and I started messing around with some of the villager stuff because I found out that we're having problems with ender pearl issues right now, and I figured out that we can get ender pearls from villager trades. So I made us a cleric villager. Matter of fact, I have two cleric villagers. This guy didn't give me what I wanted, but this guy did. So I was like, well, you know what? I'm messing around with this. Let's just do video on easy villagers because I haven't done one. Really haven't messed with them. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to mess around with easy villagers today. There is a few things that we can do, and that's kind of what I want to do. Auto trader is, I'm not necessarily worried about. We can't do it anyways because we don't have netherite. Farmer, we've got breeder. I'm not worried about breeding. The converter is what we're going to make today. An iron farm may be what we make today. And that is what we're going to do. I'm not worried about making babies just yet. We've got plenty of villagers at our two villages that we can go to. So, but first things first is we want to make our converter. We're going to need some mossy cobblestone. We're going to need, I don't know if I've got any mossy cobblestone. We can do this. We do. I have just enough. And then I'm going to need some rotten flesh, which we have. And I put all the... Did I put the rest of it up? I guess I did. So there we go. There is our converter. We can bring this in here. I moved all this stuff in here just because. And so now we should have, there should be a zombie in there. We need golden apples, which I have gotten quite a few from. But we also need to make weakness potions. And I hope I've got the stuff to make weakness potions. So this guy and that guy gives us our brewing stand. And this is how bad... I need to get playing the vanilla again. This is how bad it is. We need fermented spider eyes for this. Water bottle, fermented spider eyes. I don't think I have any of those. But yeah, I don't play enough. I know we've got spider eyes. I think. I don't play enough vanilla to remember some of this stuff. We are out of spider eyes. Oh no. This whole thing was dependent on spider eyes. Alright. Spider eyes probably easier to do. Spider eyes. Let's put that there. We can do... I have some of those. Does it have to be a red mushroom? I don't know if I have any red mushrooms. I don't have any red mushrooms. Nature essence, thirst essence. I did not make... Alright, so I'm just kind of trapezing around the nether here. The they spawn in the nether at the higher Y levels. So far, I've gotten 15. That should be more than enough to take care of what we're going to be doing, at least for today. But we do have another structure. I see chest right there close. Let's grab the chest and then we'll nope out of here. Lodestone, bastion ring. Take that and that. And let's head home. That don't work here. Let's see what this guy is. Experience for killing piglins, piglin brutes. Makes piglins neutral. That is not necessarily a bad thing to have. Alright, so now that I've got our mushroom, I have 4 of these guys here. I should now be able to make some spider eyes. That gives us 6. Why did it only give us 6? I ate one of the apples. Yeah, apples are a real hard thing for me to get. I don't know where to go find them. There we go. Now we got 8. Beautiful. And I need some sugar. And then we can do... I need sugar. We didn't got much sugar. Spider eye. We want the fermented spider eye. But that gives us 5 of those, which will give us plenty of potions. Awesome. Alright, I need to clean out my inventory. Get this stuff going, and then I will be right back. Alright, so we got us some potions. So let us get, if we look at our cleric, let's go with our farmer first. You are here. So he wants 20 wheat for 1 emerald. So let's get him out. Let us put him in there, that in there, and we can put those in there. And it takes about 5 minutes or so for this to work. So when he's done, we'll look and see, and then we'll try it again. See if we can get it cheaper. Alright, he is done. So let's put him in there. And we're down to 14 wheat. So, let us do this again and see if it gets any lower. Alright, he's done again. And it didn't change. So, that's where it's at. Watermelons are what we need to look at. So, but that's that. The big thing is now I want to get this guy going and see where we can get our ender pearls at. Alright, our cleric is ready. That one there, and that's what I'm talking about. 1 emerald for 1 ender pearl. And I don't know how many emeralds I have now, other than the 1. Just the 1. Oh no, I got 23. So we've got ender pearls now. that is awesome. We just got to wait for him to go. I need to do not this one, not him, this guy. This guy's got my light engineering block and my heavy engineering block. So let's get him in here. And I need another potion. Not there. And we'll see what we can get for him. Alright, our machinist is done. And that's what I'm talking about. We don't have to worry about that. We can get all the copper for that we want. So, yeah. Everything. I don't necessarily think we need to do that one. But yeah, I've got plenty of nether wart. We can get XP. So, yeah, we're good to go with that. So, I was trying to figure out what else I wanted to do today, and I think what we're going to do is work towards getting our blaze and our blaze seeds. We need a bunch of, either get a bunch of blaze rods or blaze powder. That was not where I needed to go. Wait a minute. Oh, this was it. So, but that's kind of what I'm working towards right now. Is trying not to die and get us enough either blaze rods to get us what I need next. And I think I got what I need. We'll come back to this. So what I want to make is the one thing that, I don't know why I'm taking damage every time I come through there. I want to make our extinguish upgrade for our armor. This should just make it so we don't have to worry about blaze hurting us. So we should be able to now make 4 of those. Do I have any more of these guys anywhere? No, but I should still have plenty of the ferrocore. I bet this is not going to be very loud. If it's not, I apologize. Ferrocore. Right there. Not that. This guy. I need another bucket of water. I had thought about going and stealing a blaze spawner and bringing back here and making a blaze farm, but I think this will just be easier for us to do right quick. It won't take long to get. There we go. There's that. We need to take this guy off. Goes in there with the extinguish. And now we should be able to be set on fire and not take any actual damage. So that is the hope. I need, for our blaze seed, we're going to need to make some more soul jars. We'll take care of that. But the blaze rod gives us a half. So I need 20. We need 80 blaze rods. We've got 3. We got some work to do. Okay, well, it doesn't quite work the way I hoped it worked, but I am, as soon as I get out of the flame, it goes away. So there is that. So now I'm just killing blazes. Just trying to, I'm spreading this out a little bit, give us a little bit more of a spawning space. So, yeah. They still hurt when they hit you. I can't get out that far. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep on at this. See how long it takes. Oh, we got something else to try. Alright, let's head home. Alright, so while we were out killing the blazes, I got a blaze statue. This thing by itself doesn't really do us a whole lot. As you can see, it's got levels, it's got kills, it's got upgrade spots. And it says power. Does it take power? I don't know. So, we're going to mess around with it a little bit. We need to first make this guy right here. This is a statue upgrading system. It allows us to upgrade and level up the mob statues. And it'll provide an overview of how those work. We can give it different items. If we look here, we can give it despawner, mob killer. That is just a blaze statue by itself. We've got glowing, looting. This is the one that we're going for. And we're going to see how much looting we can add to it. And basically, it works like the old statues of old, where you place something down and you could click on them and you could get the mob drop for it. So that's what we're going to do. In order to do this, like I said, we need to first make our upgrade statue. I need a piston. That's sticky piston. Piston. We need a chest. We're going to need some cobbled black slate. We've got that. Oh, look, we even got chest. And we should now have that guy. Is that everything? That's everything. We place this guy down right here. We can put him in there. And we need some cores. Now, I've gotten some cores right here. I've got more than that as well, I think. That may be all I have. Yeah, that's all I've got. So, but anyways, you can get these from killing bats. I have got them from killing bats inside of the Nether Fortress where we've been at. So let's hit chisel with that. That makes it so we can do that. So we can keep this guy in our hotbar, and we should be able to go back, kill a few blazes, and see about upgrading this guy. So for every... Let me get these guys killed. That does not... Okay, it does show 3 kills. There is... I don't want to go that way. Should be it. That's 4. We got a molten core. We're up to... Why is that just showing 4? Now it shows 9. Alright, so that should now have... It still just shows 9. I guess it takes a second for it to... Okay. I need food. We've still got 9. Alright, we got 17. Well, we're this close, we might as well go ahead and kill 3 more. It's 19. And give me 1 more. Come on. I ain't got time for all this. Really? There we go. Alright. So now we should have 20. We've got 2 upgrade slots. We're going to try to do looting on this twice. I don't know how it's going to work. Alright, so for the looting, we need an ender pearl, gunpowder, rotten flesh, and a bone. And it doesn't look like we need any kind of core for this. So, ender pearl, we've got 1 bone, 2 bones, 2 rotten flesh, and I need gunpowder. That might be the next issue that we have. Nope, got gunpowder. Alright, so let's put this guy in there. We want to give it 1 of each. We also got a blaze head. Chisel it. We've got looting 1 on it. Now let's do this again. We've got looting 2. Awesome. So we should be able to just place this guy down. And it says it needs power. This is what happens when I put power into all of that. That's a generator. So he's got power. Alright, let's... Oh. Shift right click. And it takes a few minutes, but we did get some blaze rods for it. Or blaze powder for it. I got a blaze powder and a blaze rod. So there we go. We can automate this. Let's see if I can't do it without upgrading this first. That's despawner. That's glowing. That's mob killer. Speed. Ooh, speed. Automation takes an observer and a hopper. Let's look at going back and upgrading this and getting speed added to it. Alright, we are back. I've got 3 upgrade spots. So we are going to... that's not what I wanted. We've got looting 2 and speed 2. And then I want to give it that to give it the automation. And then we're going to need probably another hopper. which we can make. I want a chest, which I should have one somewhere. A chest. Actually, I need both chests. Let's grab some more iron. And another hopper. So we're going to want, this is all going to be, wait, let's put the crusher here. We'll put our other chest here. We'll put our hopper going into here. And we're going to hope that this will sit right here and get power. It does. And it's got plenty of power in there. And we're going to see if, there we go. See how long it takes to get the next batch of them. That's not bad. Now, these statues we can get up to 16 levels. I do not know how far we can go with the speeds or anything like that. Alright, so, but yeah, we can upgrade this. I don't know how fast it needs to be, but we can also, since this is actually taking power, not that it's taking much power, yeah, it's using 100 FE every time it does it. Another 20 minutes, I will have enough stuff to do our seeds. It won't matter anyways. So, but it's pretty cool. We can get, that's not what I wanted to, we can get statues for a lot of different things. We could have done it with the Enderman. You just have to kill critters for it. So, yeah. These guys can be placed on the display stand as well. But we're probably just going to use this guy until we can get what we need for our seeds and then go from there. But yeah, a couple quests we need to complete. Generating resources. We got one for let's go with a chaos box today. Wild hunt, we got one for killing 10 blazes. Let's go with grandma's treat because I'm running out of food. We'll do grandma's treat again. And then we got one for getting the bastion ring. Box of old relics. And I think that's all the quests. Yep. Chaos. It give us an adventurer box. Adventurer box give us one ranged skill. Dumplings and chicken sandwich. And the box of old relics. Magma walkers I've already got. Matter of fact, I've got them on now. So, lovely. Dumplings. That's not bad to make. Anyways, with that, that's where we're at. So, with that, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.